Concern is growing over environmental damage and wildfire risk due to the large increase of off-road vehicles using private and Crown lands in West Kelowna. The focus of this presentation is on land to the north of Copper Ridge Drive in West Kelowna. This area of just under 107 acres is currently owned by Stewart Brothers of Kelowna and has been assessed as a sensitive terrestrial ecosystem. Furthermore, an aquatic ecosystem has also been established in the same area, either side of Smith Creek, which runs from north to south through the area, along with its associated riparian area, the protection of which is a legislated requirement of the province of British Columbia. About 4 years ago, the area was fenced off as stated in 4 development permit orders held by the District of West Kelowna. However, over time, the fence has either been cut or removed at 4 locations on the property to enable access by off-road vehicles. Since the removal of a very old metal flume last fall, which many years ago once transported water from the creek to a holding tank on high ground above the farmland, a wide thoroughfare has been established from Talus Ridge in the east through to Smith Creek Road to the west. The once small, very narrow trail has now been widened by the off-road commuters with the cutting down of trees, some within the riparian area itself. The only remaining remnants of the flume are those which have been pushed into the gorge down towards the creek. Use of this route crosses Smith Creek itself and has resulted in damage to the creek bed, the elimination of a pond, and extreme erosion to the bank on both sides. The following footage was filmed over a period of 40 minutes on a typical Sunday afternoon. To the south, at the junction of Copper Ridge Drive and Smith Creek Road, off-road vehicles continue to gain access to the parcel of land, despite the erection of a chain-link fence last year by the Parks Department. The adjacent fence has been driven over and flattened, and concrete barriers have been circumnavigated by the cutting down of trees and bushes, all within the actual boundary of Copper Ridge Park. As well as concerns over the irreparable damage to the terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem, further concern is growing over the risk of spark-initiated wildfires in this area, which hasn't seen a fire for many years. Fuel is plentiful, both natural from pine beetle-killed trees and accumulated forest debris, along with all the wooden framework which once supported the half-kilometer flume system. The forest floor is extremely thick with many layers of pine needles and general forest debris, which is within just a few inches of where new routes have been created by off-road vehicles to route around fallen trees. Closer to the houses, on the lower slopes of the area, logs have been staggered across the trails to discourage use by off-road vehicles on the private property, but have had little effect. The area is already drying out very fast, and with the sudden increase of off-road activity on this private land since the start of spring, it is just a matter of time until a wildfire occurs in this area.